Okay, so I just finished part one, and here I am at the park, and I know that some of you are thinking, hey, he's raising his voice. Again, I remind you, there's no one else here at the park right here. That's a school right there. There's nobody there. The houses over there across the street are far away. These houses are far away, the windows are closed, and the doors are shut. I'm not disturbing anybody. And I'm not the only one in history that has raised his voice at the park. Some people when they're playing soccer. Some people arguing with their girlfriend or arguing on the phone. Some kids making noise in the playground. Am I doing anything wrong? No. I'm doing everything right. And just to overkill my point, I won't raise my voice in this video. So again, I ask you all, if you're so proud of your nation, if it's so great, how come you won't rally to me the most righteous person that ever lived? You know them by their group, which is part of their fruit. Who did you date? Who did you marry? It says, don't yoke yourself to sinners. Who did you yoke yourself to? The two become one flesh. Who did you marry? Again. It's even called the Virgin Mary. People even get married often by priests and preachers who are all hypocrites. Okay? I am God's son, not some church preacher or something. You know this nation by their response to my arguments. If they would argue that I'm wrong, why? You're telling me that you don't need to answer the son of two doctors, one a brain surgeon who's a humanitarian, someone with a college degree in information technology with a concentration on software engineering? You don't need to answer that person? You just need to get a bunch of people together and hack his phone and say, if you're such a great, smart guy, why can't you? Because you control the websites that I upload my videos to. Ask any software engineer how easy it is to defend yourself from that, from cyber attacks. I've asked other ones. They said it's nearly impossible. Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, once they have that access to your phone, it's a walk in the park for the National Security Agency and their cohorts, their despicable allies to hack your phone, to cyber attack you, what have you. It's commonly understood in the IT community. So you're telling me that you don't need to respond to me, the most righteous person that ever lived, because I'm not a privileged white person who's playing the devil's game. That's your answer to the people of America and beyond. That's how the churches respond. In Matthew 10, God commanded you all to declare the glory of God from the rooftops. But you think that you should whisper and cower behind the cover of night? Trepidation, consternation, dismay and fright by the utter weaklings who thought that they could cower behind the cover of night. Their teeth begin to grind. No solace or comfort from the Lord is what they'll find. Why, at the whole time they thought they had a superior mind. For you eugenicists, talking about your supremacy. Have you not proven by your actions that your so-called supremacy is really inferiority? Inferior. I say it to God and the prophets. These devils weren't hearing you. Notice I didn't raise my voice very much. Their words fell on deaf ears. To whomever it may apply, they are the same scum I've studied throughout the years. What are the prospects for this sort of a man, for them, their types? So I'm trying to quote myself in one of my songs I made, one of my best songs. Trepidation, consternation, dismay and fright, fear, cowardice, by the utter spiritual, mental, lacking morals, morally bankrupt weaklings who thought that they could cower behind the cover of night. And the women that yoke themselves to them aren't exactly the pinnacle of divine feminine judgment. Hera is not. Isis is not. Nephthys is not. Athena is not. Aphrodite and Venus and Inanna and Ishtar, they are not. Jezebel is not. Balat is not. These are females that choose wicked, organized rapists over God's son, be it in marriage or dating, be it philosophically, be it in which group they yoke themselves to. Anyone who sins is a slave to sin. And I am a servant of God Almighty, who has triumphed me over the masses of wicked people, who even when together, when they act tough in the gym or in the military or police or in a gang, didn't have the heart to rally to the top martial artist ever possible. They would rather bend over for the state with a pink badge, a pink bandana, something to this effect, a pink thong, tutu, diaper, or panties, with a silly coward look on their face as they refuse to rise like the sun and face everyone like a man. Thank you.